If your shoulders feel heavy or tight, ask yourself one question. What is the perceived burden that I am carrying? The upper trapezius muscles, which are those that tap into the corner here of our shoulder and then come across just the top half of our shoulder towards the back and then up our neck as well. Taps in and connects on both sides of the body. And this muscle is on the kidney meridian. So kidney, in context of the Chinese 5 elemental flow and all our meridians, is down here in the water element. And water is the last in this cycle of flow. So we reference this as the flow of life, where things need to come to an end and be let go. But kidney also relates to the emotions, anxiety, insecurities, phobias, having to always be on top of things. So you get tired in the afternoon where really your body wants to rest, but you know you have to keep pushing through. So that means like you're having to constantly be on top. And remember also the adrenals sit on top of the kidneys as well. So it could relate to adrenal stress in this context. So today we're going to do some kinesiology techniques to help release and shift that stress in the physical body. And I want you to then also think about how this and where do you perceive this extra burden that you might be carrying in your life and choose to let it go. Now, find the overall emotion, also referencing Chinese 5 elemental flow, central, governing, fire, earth, spleen, stomach, meridian. From the top, we have unreliable, reliable, criticism. Discontentment is the emotion, self to self. So it's like not being content with yourself in some way. Is that with your physical self, with your physical body, because of all the pain? It's like, why am I holding all this pain? Or is it like your soul self versus your higher self, or your higher self and your soul self, or with your physical self? Like we talk about the me, myself, and I. So there could be some form of disconnect between one version with another version of you as well. But essentially, it's you creating this tension and to create discontent. So contentment, according to the Dalai Lama in his book, is the ultimate state of being, because contentment is more of this like harmonious presence, like the neutral line. Like if we had happiness versus sadness, happiness is a bit higher and then sadness is lower. So then you're oscillating between the highs and the lows in order to create balance. But if we're content and disconnect, it's sort of much closer to that median line and a better place to be in a nice state of balance. So how are we going to bring contentment back into your life, which is what we're focusing on now, in order to release those burdens and be able to relax those shoulders again. So we're going to do all the techniques, all the points relating to the kidney meridian right now, so specifically for the upper trapezius muscles. The first one is on the ankles, actually. So I won't do it, but I'll show you the picture. So it's the neuro-emotional point. So it's like the stress release point on the meridian for the kidneys, and it's kidney 5. And it's just behind, that bone that's at the ankle on the inside of the foot. So what I want you to do is rub that point now for a few seconds on your left foot, right foot, on both ankles, please, on the insides, using either your thumb or 2 fingers, because our fingers have got an electrical charge. One's a positive, one's a negative. 2 together becomes a neutral, and the thumb is always a neutral. So just using 2 fingers or your thumbs to rub that point, which is just behind the bone on the ankle, on the inside of your ankles. Next, we're going to do the neuro-lymphatic points. And neuro-lymphatic points are just here between our 2 ribs, so on either side of the sternum. So the sternum's that flat bit, and then you can feel the dip on the other side where that gap is between the 2, like the 2 ribs are running there, so I'm running in between. Again, 2 fingers or thumbs. The neuro-lymphatics are about our toxicity, helping to support your body with releasing anything toxic, and this is specific to the kidney meridian points. And in actuality, this is also the end of the kidney meridian. The meridian runs up from our feet all the way up to here. And these are the kidney 27 points. We're going to do the meridian? No, we're going to do the neuro-lymphatic points. The neuro-lymphatic points are between our eyes and ears. And we're just going to rub those with 2 fingers. And next we're going to do a meridian point, which is gallbladder 25. So just find your midline around the waist and just maybe an inch back there. So sometimes these points feel a bit tender when they are active and relevant. And then next we're going to do the vertebral reflex point, which is our cervical spine number 7. So it starts at 1 at the top of our spine, and it tends to be where that little knob, where it sticks out. So you're just going to, with 2 hands, 2 fingers, just rubbing at that area at the base of that neck. Next, I'm going to see if there's any nutritional support involved or anything else we need to identify. Fantastic. So hopefully your shoulders are feeling a little more easeful now. You have done some techniques to help support yourself. And so I'd like you to find other ways to find calm in your life. If you'd like to find out specifically what it is that your body needs and how it needs help in order for you to achieve your goals, whether that be in physical aspect, in context of your health, or also in context of life, because remember, your body is a microcosm to your macrocosm being your life, your career, your family. Whatever you're vibrating at is what you attract into your life. So kinesiology is a fantastic tool to find what is underlying. So even talking to those emotions, so those physical pains and symptoms that you're experiencing, and finding what's underlying, because we need to find what's underlying in order to help your body to heal. Because it's no good treating it with a band-aid solution. You need to get to the original sensitizing event and cause in order for the body to start releasing those stresses so that you can go through the healing process. Just book an appointment online. I work with people one-on-one, in person, as well as online and remotely. So just go to my website at www.empoweringhealth.clinic. My name's Barratt, and I look forward to working with you soon.